Hello, second graders. Welcome to a new math lesson. Today we're going to start with a new topic, topic number 6, fluent subtract with 100. So let's start. Please get your book ready, page 237.
How can you use tens and ones to find 23 minus 6? Use place value blocks to help you. Show your work.
All right, so let's watch our video.
Find 34 minus 6. Show 34. How many tens are in 34?
Let's count.
1, 2, 3 tens. There are 3 tens in 34. How many ones are in 34? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 ones in 34. There are not enough ones to subtract 6. You cannot subtract 6 ones from 4 ones. You need to regroup. How do you know you need to regroup?
When the ones from my first addend smaller than the ones from the second addend. So that's mean I need to regroup. As you see, I have 4 and I need to take away 6. And there's no way to take 6 from 4. So that's when I need to regroup to get one of the tens to add it to my ones.
You know you need to regroup because you cannot subtract 6 ones from 4 ones. Look at the place value chart. How do you regroup? One way is to take away 4 ones. Then regroup 1 10 as 10 ones. Since 4 plus 2 equals 6, you need to take away 2 more to take away 6 in all. Another way is to exchange 1 10 for 10 ones first. How many ones are there after you regroup 1 10 as 10 ones?
Select your answer.
See, as you see, I regroup, so I moved 1 10 to the ones. And since I moved it to the ones, I will break it to 10 ones, 10 simple units. So now I have 10 and 4. So over here, I have 14. So let's see.
There are 14 ones after you regroup 1 10 as 10 ones. Now there are enough ones to subtract 6. Cross out 6 ones to subtract. Now there are 2 tens and 8 ones left, and they show the difference of 34 minus 6. 34 minus 6 is equal to 28. You may need to use regrouping to solve other subtraction problems.
All right. So we know if the ones from the second addend that I need to subtract it from the first addend, it's bigger, that's when I regroup because I can't take 6 away from 4. And that's what, we decided we need to regroup. Regroup means moving one of my tens to the ones, break it apart to 10 single pieces or 10 single cubes. So now I have 10, the one I just moved it, and my previous 4 ones. So total 14. Now 14 take away 6. If I cross away 6 and count how many I have and the ones, I have now 8. So 8, and I have only 2 ones left. All right.
Now you know how to use regrouping to subtract.
All right. So let's go to our independent practice. The guided practice first. All right. Subtract. Use place value blocks, draw blocks to show your work. 63 take away 2. So as you see for number 1, the ones for my first addend is 3, and the ones for my second addend is 2. So 2 less than 3. So I don't need to regroup. So for this one, it's simple. I'm just gonna subtract 2 from the 3. That's mean 1. And then the tens, my 6 tens remain the same because I did not need to regroup. So let's say first one, it's easy. Let's say 61. All right, let's see number 2. 44 minus 9. If I look at my first addend here, my ones are 4, and the second addend, the addend that I want to subtract from here, it's 9. The ones are 9, so the ones are more than my second addend, and that's when we decide to regroup. When I regroup, I'm going to remove 110 all the way to the ones, and I'm going to break it. So now I have 10, and I have previous 9 ones, so total 19. Now I'm subtracting 19. Oh, I'm sorry, 14. So I have the 4 and I have the 10. So 14. 14 take away 9. So 14 take away 9. 5. Very good. And now I look here, I have only 3 tens because 1/10 I already borrowed and I moved it to the ones. So 3 ones, 3 tens. All right, let's go for number 3. 32 and minus 8. So 32 means 3 tens. So I'm going to make just representing the 10, 3 line, and then I'm going to have 2 ones. All right, I need to take away 8. I look at my first addend, the ones smaller than the second addend that I need to subtract. I cannot take 8 away from 2. So what am I doing? I'm moving one of the 10 to regroup it with the ones. Let's use different color. So I'm taking this 10 and I move it to the ones. And when I'm moving it to the ones, I'm gonna break it to 10 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I have 2 before, so total 12. So 12 take away 8. Very good. I can simply, let me use different colors, so I can just cross 8 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Count how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 ones, and I have now how many tens? 2 tens. Very good. So for today's lesson, we learn how to subtract. We can use the place value blocks, and we see if we need to regroup or not. We always need to regroup if my second addend, the ones here, more than the ones in my first addend. And I know when I regroup, as I'm moving 110 to the ones, I break it and I add it to the ones that I had before. All right, so that was it for today's lesson. We subtract using regrouping. That's it for today, second graders. Thank you. Hello, second graders. Welcome to a new math lesson. Please get your math book ready and let's start. We are in lesson 2, topic 6, page 241. Let's see what we have. In this lesson, we're going to subtract 2-digit numbers using models.
You have 42 pipe cleaners. You use 19 of the pipe cleaners. How many pipe cleaners do you have now? Use place value blocks to help you solve. Draw place value blocks to show your work.
All right, you know that value blocks, that's when we have block of 10, and instead of putting 10 boxes or 10 cubes on the top of each other, we just draw a straight line as a representative of 10. So let's see our video before we go back and do our subtraction.
Find 43 minus 24. Use place value blocks to show 43. 43 has 4 tens and 3 ones. 24 has 2 tens and 4 ones. 43 only has 3 ones, so you need to regroup to subtract.
All right, so let's get this. Remember the previous lesson, last week lesson, we talked about regrouping. We were using subtraction, regrouping the tens to ones so we can subtract one-digit number. Today we're using the same strategies, but we have two-digit numbers. So as you see, 43 minus 24. So 43, that's mean 4 tens and 3 ones. If I look at my ones here, there are 3. And the ones here 4. So I cannot take away 4 from the 3. And that's when we regroup. That's mean I'm gonna break one of the 10, move it to the ones, and break it to 10 single cubes.
One way is to take away 2 tens and 3 ones first. Regroup 1 10 as 10 ones. Take away 1 more. What is the difference?
Select your answer.
The difference is 1 10 and 9 ones, which is 19.
1 10 and 9 ones is 19. Another way is to take away the 2 tens first. Regroup 1 10 as 10 ones, then take away 4 ones. There are 1 10 and 9 ones left. The difference is 19. There are many ways to subtract.
All right. So for this lesson, either we do what we did the previous lesson, if you're kind of familiar and comfort doing it, or we do that new way we just learned, that take the tens first, then subtract the ones. And in both cases, if I know that my ones are smaller, I need to regroup. So let's do more guided practice to support us and support the ideas in our head. All right. Page 242 in your book, 52 minus 13. So what we're doing here, you take away the 2 tens first. 1, I'm gonna break to the ones, and the 1 I'm gonna take it because I have 1 10 here. 52, that's 5 tens, and minus 13, that's mean 1 10 and 3 ones. So I'm gonna take away one of the tens because that's the 10 I have, and I'm gonna regroup because I know that 2 is smaller than 3, so I cannot take 3 away from 2. So that's what I need to do. So I'm regrouping. So now I have 12. Here's the 10 that I break in single tens or single ones. Then I have, this is my 2 ones. So now 12, take away 3. Very good, equals 9. And since I took that 10 away from the 5, so how many left? Very good, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 52 minus 13 equals 39. Okay, let's go for number 2. 46 minus 25. 46 means 4 tens. So this is 1 10, 2, 3, 4. And then I have 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we take the 2 tens first, because I have 25 that has 2 tens, so I'm gonna cross 2 tens, that leave me with 2 10 left. And then I don't need to regroup because my ones here more than the ones in my second addend. So 6 take away 5 1. So I'm going to have my answer 2 tens, which is 20 and 1, because this is my ones. If I take or cross away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I left with 1 1. So 21. All right. Let's go for number 3. 65 minus 37. I see my ones here less than the ones here. So 5 less than 7. That's mean I need to regroup. I cannot subtract it. I have to regroup first. So let's see how many tens I have in 65. I have 6 tens. So let's use my place value blocks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tens. So these are my 6 tens. And then I have 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So now I know that I need to regroup. Let's take different color. So I'm gonna regroup. So I'm moving 1 10 here. 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's just go like that. Remind myself that I use this 10 and I add it to the ones, break it to single ones. Now I have 5 tens. I need to take away 3. So let me take a different color. Okay, so we get 1, 2, 3. Leave me with 2 tens. I'm gonna add my 2 tens here. And now I have 15. So 15 take away 7. I know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's count how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my answer 28. So 65 minus 37 equals 28. All right. Let's go to page 241 and do this example. You have 42 pipe cleaners. You use 19 of the pipe cleaners. How many pipe cleaners do you have now? Use place value blocks to help you solve. Draw place value blocks to show your work and your answer. So this is when we make like that. And right here. Tens. And then we have 1. So my equation 42, take away 19. Let me write my equation also. So we have it 42 minus 19 equal. Okay, so now I see that my ones smaller than the ones in the second addend. That's mean I need to regroup. So first, let me put or use my place value blocks. Use different color. So 42 means 4 tens. That's 1 10, It's 2, 3, 4, and then I have 2 ones. All right, so now I know that I need to regroup, so let me move 110 here, and I break it to 10 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I have 2 more, so total 12. And how many ones I have in my second addend? 1. So let me cross away 1. So now I need to take 9 from my 12. Let's use different color. I need to take away 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So how many ones do I have? Very good. 3 ones. And how many tens? 2 tens. I'm going to write up there 23. Use darker color. So there are 23 pipe cleaners left. All right. So today's subtraction, we learn and use how to subtract 2-digit numbers, and we use the place value blocks. Previous lesson, we learned how to use and subtract using place value blocks, but we were subtracting 1-digit number. Today's lesson, we subtract 2-digit number. All right, that's it for today's lesson, second graders. I'll leave you with the rest of the activity in your book, page 243 and 244. Thank you. Hello, second graders. Welcome to a new math lesson. We are still in topic 6. Today's lesson number 3. Let's start. Get page 245.
Ari has 72 stickers. He puts 25 of his stickers in a scrapbook. How many stickers are left? Draw place value blocks to help you solve the problem.
All right, let's watch our video.
Find 64 minus 36. You can use place value blocks to subtract and record partial differences. 64 has 6 tens and 4 ones. 36 has 3 tens. You can subtract 3 tens from 6 tens. You can record partial differences as you subtract. That leaves 3 tens and 4 ones. 64 minus 30 equals 34. How many ones are in 36?
Select your answer.
All right, so this lesson will be using partial difference. So if we see the example says 64 minus 36, so we went again and we use our place value blocks. We know that 64 get 6 tens and 4 ones. And the second addend 36, the 36 get 3 tens and 6 ones. So that's mean we need to regroup. So first we cross out the 3 tens from the 36. Now, how many ones are in 36? 6.
"36 has 6 ones. First, subtract 4 ones to make a 10. 34 minus 4 equals 30. There are still 2 ones left to subtract, so you need to regroup. Regroup 110 as 10 ones. Then subtract 2 ones. 30 minus 2 equals 28. So 64 minus 36 equals 28. How can you check your work? Add 28 and 36 to see if the sum is 64. Add the tens, then the ones. 28 plus 36 equals 50 plus 14 equals 64. The answer is correct.
All right. So let's see our guided practice. That's more examples. So we make sure that we understand the concept. All right. In your book, page 246, 34 minus 15. So we're looking at the tens. Use place value blocks to find partial difference and record your work. So this is more than one step. So I look here, I can do the same like with all the tens, or just if I can do it with mental math, like just look at it. So 34 minus 15. I know that the ones here less than the ones here, that means I need to regroup. So first, let's subtract the 10. I have 34, and how many tens and 15? 1 10. So 34 minus 10 equal 24. All right. Now, 24, subtract 4 ones. Why subtracting 4 ones? Because it's easy for me. I know that 5 means more. It's 4 than 1. 4 plus 1. So I'm going to subtract the 4. So 24 minus 4 equals 20. Now I have 1 left because I know that the ones I need to subtract total 5. I only subtracted 4, so that means 1 more left. So 20 minus 1 equals, very good, 19. All right. Let's do number 2. 63 minus 48. So I look and I see how many tens. I have 6 tens. And I have over here 4 tens. So in this one, we're gonna subtract the ones first, then we subtract the tens. And then the choice is yours. Either you use the first strategy when you subtract tens, or when you subtract the ones. So 63 minus 3 to give me tens. So 63 minus 3 equals 60. How many ones I had to subtract? I had 8. So I have 8. I subtract only 3. 3 plus 5 equals 8. That means I have to subtract 5 more. So now 60 take away 5 equals 55. So now I subtract all the ones. How many tens I have in my second addend? I have 4 tens. 4 tens means 40. So now 55 minus 40 equals, very good, 15. All right. So as you see, for number 1, we subtract the 10 first. As the previous lessons, we know when you use the place value blocks and you cross the tens, and then you can just move one of your tens to the ones and break into 2 single ones and subtract your 1. So that's what we did. We subtract tens and subtract the ones. But for the ones here, we broke the ones that I see 5. 5 means 4 plus 1. Why I chose 4? Because that's the number that I have here, 4. So I can subtract 4. All right. The second example, we subtract the ones first. And after subtracting the ones, I subtract the tens. If you want to see if your answer is right or wrong, let's go and see 19 plus 15. If 19 plus 15 equals 34, so your answer is right. Also over here, 63 minus 48 equals 15. So if I added 15 plus 48 and I get 63, that means my answer is right. Okay, so let's go back to page 245 and answer now this question.
Ari has 72 stickers. He puts 25 of his stickers in a scrapbook. How many stickers are left? Draw place value blocks to help you solve the problem.
All right, so for this example, you can do any strategies that you like, either for what we just learned now or from the previous lesson that you do the tens and you regroup and then you add. So let's use one of the strategies that we just learned to make sure that we practice it. So let's write my equation first. 72 minus 25. So 72 minus 25 equals. All right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna use the the place value blocks. So what we're gonna have? Gonna have in my first add-in 72, that means 7 tens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I have 2 ones. Right? And my second add-in is 25. So what am I doing? I'm taking away the tens first. Let's cross away 2 10. And then I'm going to write 72 minus 20 equals 52. I'm going to put this here. So this is my 7 tens. I cross away 20, so leave me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens and 2 ones. So 52. That's exactly what I did, right? Now I need to take away, very good, 2. So let me write this down. So 52 minus 2 equals 50. All right, 52 minus 2 equals 50. That's the 2 ones I took. Now, how many I have left from the 5? 3. So that's what I'm going to do next. 50. Very good. 50 minus 3. 50 minus 3 equals 47. So let's put this down. So that's my answer. So 72 minus 25 equals 47. Let's say I'm not sure if I did the right job or not. So let's add my 47 and 25. I'm going to add just to double check that my answer is right. 47 plus 25 equal. So if I put my tens here, 4 tens, and 2 more tens, that's 60. Very good. And how many ones I have? 7 and 5. 7 and 5 equals, very good, 12. So 60 plus 12 equals 72. That was my Very good, the first add-in. So that's mean I did a great job and my subtraction is right. All right, so that was it for today's lesson. We learned how to use partial differences, and we also still can use the value blocks. All right, that's it for today's lesson, second grade. I'll leave you with the rest of the activity, page 247 and 248. Thank you. Hello, second graders. Welcome to a new math lesson. We're still subtracting using partial differences. So this is extra activities to cover the same topic. So we're still in topic 6, lesson 4. So please open your book, page 249. Let's see the examples and watch the video.
Show 2 different ways to find 53 minus 28.
All right, so we can use that way that we just learned the previous lessons, which is partial differences. We can use number lines, open number lines. We can use also breaking apart, remember? So we have a lot of different ways to use. Let's watch our video and then come back to this page.
Find 81 minus 27. You know how to count back on a number line to subtract. 27 is 2 tens and 7 ones. Start at 81. Count back 2 tens to 61. Count back 1 1 to 60. Then 6 more ones to 54. So 81 minus 27 equals 54.
All right, so that's the previous way we learned, which we're using the open number line, and we call it open number line because we the one who decide to put the numbers. Over here, we're gonna start with the big number, 81 minus 27, and then we're gonna count back. So that's mean I'm going back to, I can go either tens, or I can just go 20 because I know 27. So we go one step or one jump to take away 20. So that's mean my tens will go down 20 to 60. Now I know that I have 7 to 61. Now I know that I have 7 ones. So 7 1, it's 1 and 6. Or if you want to go and backward, 7 ones, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, if you find this way easier, or if you just go 1 plus 6. So answer was 54.
You can also mentally break apart the number you are subtracting. Break 27 into 20 and 7. What should you break 7 into?
Select your answer.
All right, do you remember break apart? So 27 is 20 plus 7. So now I need to break the 7 to two add-in. So should I go for 3 and 4 or should I go for 1 and 6? 1 and 6 because I have 1 here, so that would be easy for me to subtract.
Break 7 into 1 and 6. Why should you break 7 into 1 and 6?
We just said because the ones in the first add-in are number 1, so I can easily just subtract it.
81 has a 1 in the ones place. It is easy to subtract 1 from 81. You can record partial differences as you subtract. Here is one way to record. First, subtract 20 from 81. 81 minus 20 equals 61. Then subtract the 1. 61 minus 1 equals 60. Last, subtract the 6. 60 minus 6 equals 54. So 81 minus 27 equals 54. How are the two methods alike? How are they different?
We use different strategies, but we get the same answer. So for the first one, we use the number line and we count back. And then for the second way, we use the mental break apart, and then we use the partial difference.
Both methods break apart a number into tens and ones. This method uses a number line to show each piece. This method breaks a part first, then subtracts each part.
All right, so let's see our guided practice. All right, page 248. So we have 54 minus 26. So what we have here, they break apart 26. So 54 minus 26, 26, it's 20 plus 6. So 2 tens, 20, and 6 ones. So over here, what we're going to take? We're going to take away the 20. So 54 minus 20 equals, very good, 34. Now I'm breaking the 6 to 4 and 2. Why 4 and 2? Because I have 4 here. That's why that was the right choice. So now 34 minus 4 equals, very good, 30. And then what I have left, 2. So I take away the 2 from the 30. My answer is 28. So 54 minus 26 equals 28. All right, let's go for number 2. What do we have? We have 43 minus 18. For this example, we're breaking apart. So 43 minus 18. 18 means 10, 1 10, and 8 ones. Okay, that's a funny one, funny 8. So what do we have? First, 43 minus, very good. Let me erase this one. So before, let's see, break the 8 to 3 and 5. Why 3 and 5? Because it's easy to subtract if I have 3 in my ones here. So 3 and 5. Now, let's use, we can record partial differences so we know what we did. So 43 minus 3 total 40. Okay, now I have the tens. I didn't forget yet. Taking away my 10. So take away the 10, I have it in 18 equals 30. And then I still have 5 ones from the 8. So minus 5 equals 25. So 43 minus 18 equals 25. So over here, I subtracted the tens first in the first example. For the second example, I subtracted the ones first, the easiest one, which is the 3. So when I break apart 18 to 10 and 8, then I broke apart 8 to 3 and 5. It was easy to subtract. So now I have 43 minus 3 equals 40. Still have my tens, didn't forget it. So 10, take away 40, take away 10 from the 40, it's 30. Now I subtracted the 10s and I subtracted 3 from the 8. I still have 5. So 30, take away 5 minus 5 equals 25. Again, I know if I want to make sure that my answer is right, just add your difference or your answer with that small addend, and you should get the big addend. All right. So let's go back to page 249. And do this example together. We can use any way we like. We can use the number line, or we can use the partial differences. So let's see, put first our numbers. So 53 minus 28 equals going to use a number line, and then I know that I'm going to start with 53 take away how many tens from my second addend? 2 tens means 20, so I can either go 2 small jump or 1 big jump. So let's do 2 small jump. 1, 2, that means I have 10. That's 43. And minus another 10. That's 33. So here minus 10 and minus 10. Or if I want to make 1 big jump, minus 20. So from 53, I went to 33. Now I can do something. I can say minus 3 to make it easy that I have 0. So I'm going to say minus 3. And that will leave me here with 30. Right? Then what's left from the 8? I took 3. What's left? 5. So I'm going to have skip count and I just take 5 minus 5. So I know 30 minus 5 is 25. So 53 minus 28 equals 25. That's my answer here. All right. So you can always, if you want to make sure that your answer is right, add 25 plus the 8 plus the 10 plus the 10, and we should get 53. All right. That's it for today's lesson, second graders. So we are in topic 6, lesson 4. For this topic so far, what we're doing is subtracting. We use different strategy. We went back and we use our open number line. We use the partial differences, and we also use the place value blocks that we can subtract and help us to subtract the tens. We also learn how to subtract 2-digit numbers or 1-digit number. We know that we can regroup if my second addend one's smaller, bigger than the ones for the first addend. So that's mean when I need to regroup, which move one of my tens and I break it to small single tens to add it to the ones. All right, that's it for today. Thank you.